How about a big round of applause for Louis and Sophia? Louis, the loudest person in the room, and that's just his outfit. All right, you guys are fans of The Flash, right? That's why you guys are all here, right? Make some noise for that. We're talking about a show that went 9 seasons, multiple crossovers, multiple wells as we went through, and multiple cast members, amazing cast members, a few who we have here right now. I'm not going to waste any more time. I want to get them out here so you guys can spend some time with them. There are some microphones. If you have questions, feel free to line up behind the microphones, and we'll get to those in a little bit. But I want you guys to make as much noise as possible for my guests. Ladies and gentlemen, starting first, make some noise for Candice Patton. Make some noise for Carlos Valdes. Make some noise for Danielle Panabaker. And make some noise for the OG Wells, Tom Cavanagh. I think we're still waiting on a couple other cast members, but we're gonna get things started in the meantime.
He said far seat in the back. Is this microphone? Can you guys hear me? Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, I think we'll keep the two open just in case.
Okay, it is working. I'm just checking. Sorry, Ben. Go ahead.
You're good. You're good. They're not here for me. They're here for you guys, so you can keep going as long as you want. So thank you guys so much for being here, not just in Rhode Island, but at the convention, and also here in the panel room to share the stage and to just spend some time with these wonderful fans while you're here. So I want to get things started and ask, it's obviously a very loaded question, but you've spent some time on the floor already. How have the fans been treating you while you've been here and you've spent some time out there with them?
So nice. I'm going to say, this is probably one of the nicest groups of people I've experienced doing conventions, so I will definitely be back if I'm invited.
I assume it's the same across the board.
Yeah.
The fans are wonderful. I mean, you're never going to say anything negative about the fans.
True.
Not to your face.
Exactly. That's for conversations behind the curtain. I'm always very curious when you come to shows like this, a show like this that has so many guests other than yourself. You know, these fans come out, they're excited to meet you, they kind of geek out a little bit when they get the opportunity to meet you. But you yourselves, when you attend these shows and you get to meet the other guests that are here with you, are there ever any opportunities where you kind of get excited and geek out at anybody that you're meeting for the first time? Because you get to interact and mingle with them just as much. No? All right.
I enjoyed meeting Carlos Valdes, I will say that.
Thank you.
Super cool moment for me. Musically talented, generous human being, warmth of spirit. It was great meeting Carlos, yeah. And Candice and Danielle and the other people who aren't here yet.
So nobody really...
And you, Ben.
Well, we've met before this too, but that's a different conversation.
I do a snacks podcast called Mates, number 10, Spotify, right now. And Ben, we were in Philadelphia last, Ben plied me with, you want to tell them what it was?
So, because I'm from Philadelphia, so I had a panel with Tom, and I supplied him. Anybody familiar with Tasty Cakes? Yes. Okay.
That was a rough night because he gave me like 24, and I didn't want to take them on the plane.
All right, we have new guests coming
Danielle
out.
Nicolet, Kayla Compton, Danielle Nicolet, Kayla Compton.
That's why we're late.
We've been looking all over for you guys. We sent 5 people out looking for you guys.
Tom.
Tell them to stand down. Tell them to stand down.
You
Oh, the
said
guys that are
wait
out there,
right
yeah, they can stand
here,
down.
And then you left.
That's right. That was so funny.
So many of you.
But yeah,
I'm sorry.
to wrap up that other story, I gave Tom like 2 big boxes of butterscotch crimpets and peanut butter candy cakes on a Saturday, and when I went and saw them on Sunday, they were practically gone already.
Thank you. Much respect. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You know, when we talk about The Flash, we talk about a show that over the course of 9 seasons, stood out for being a show about family, not just the family that you're born into, but the family that you find along the way, which I think is just as important. What do you think it was that made that chemistry so cohesive? Because you talk about a show that runs for 9 seasons. It's hard to maintain that. But you guys did it so well over the course of the run of that show. What do you think was the magic in the bottle that caused that, or that helped that?
Money? No, I'm kidding.
You were paid.
Yeah, we're paid to get along with each other. What do you mean? What an incentive. In terms of chemistry, I don't know. I think we just had it out of the gate. I remember doing my chemistry read with Grant, and I was like, if I'm not right for this, I don't know who else is. Like, it felt right for me in the room, and it felt like when we were shooting the pilot, it felt so magical, and then working with the other characters and meeting Jesse L. Martin and creating that family dynamic. I don't know. There was something magical about our first season and all of the chemistry. I know you guys shot even on Arrow before we even started.
Yeah.
So you had that experience too. I don't know if you guys felt the same way of just like, this feels right.
I think it's unfortunately a lot more common than you think to be on one of these shows and you're working with real butthole people. You know what I mean? Like just terrible people. But I think part of what the alchemy that made this work was, we're not butthole people. I don't think.
There you go. That was so well said.
But a
not
butthole
butthole
person
Yeah.
doesn't really know that a butthole person is a butthole person.
That's
Does a
right.
Yeah. But let me ask you guys, how was it for you guys? Like when you were coming on board, and you guys had great chemistry. Everybody seemed to have great chemistry together. Is that accurate or is that inaccurate? I'm stealing your questions, but
Go
I just
for
wanna
it. It's
ask
fine.
Danny and Kayla what they felt.
Well, I was just gonna say about these guys, because I genuinely watched the show before I was on it, and I just thought they hired such talented actors. I mean, these guys are all so talented, so whether or not they loved each other from the beginning, like their characters were always there and were always so great. But when I joined, I felt like everyone welcomed me, and Danny, I think I've told this story before, but on my very first episode, I was working with Danny, and I was super nervous, and I wanted to take photos with everybody, but I wasn't gonna ask, because I'm just usually not that person. And Danny came up to me during our scene and said, "Can we take a photo together?" And I was like, yes, of course. And it was genuinely that way with everybody. I just felt like everyone was so kind and welcoming, and yeah.
And then I met Tom Cavanagh.
But up until then,
Up
amazing.
until then, it was incredible.
That's exactly right.
No, I felt really fortunate to kind of like ride you guys' slipstream, and I got so lucky because I came in and Candice and I knew each other before. Is that me? Is that me? Was that Tom?
Tom.
It's usually Tom. Yeah, yeah. I knew Candice prior to, so she was my little like safety blanket in the beginning because I got to go up to Vancouver and know somebody already and feel safe and comfy, and then yeah.
Not working either. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
They don't want to hear what we have to say.
It's
Beep,
Tom.
beep. There we go.
You're hating we're hating this backstage. It is Tom. It's not Tom though.
I think it's me.
When somebody speaks, then they're like you're at the board doing this. Hey, hey, hey. They're adjusting at the board. Am I right? Am I right?
But yes, Danny, continue. Sorry.
Yeah.
I always forget I was saying that we worked together because it was so far before we ended up doing Flash.
So the love was unrequited.
No,
It's okay. It's fine.
they
It's
were just
fine.
totally
I know
different
now.
shows.
It's fine.
It-
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
we worked
Next
on the
question.
game together.
Yes, we did. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I fell into this group with a lot of ease, and I was really grateful for it. And I remember, like during season 3 and 4, when I was going back and forth all the time, and my husband would say, "How was your day at work today?" And I would say, "Every day is literally a great day on the Flash." That was how I like closed every day. I had such an enjoyable experience coming on board. So, yeah, I have nothing but positive to say.
All right, that's great. I love hearing that story about, again, it's the chemistry was so
About how
cohesive.
Candice doesn't remember knowing me.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's just
I
the
Deeply in
remember.
love Danny was with Candice.
I want to remind people, of course, of the microphones in the audience. If you do have a question, please feel free to go up and ask. But I want to go at least one more question while people are lining up. And this one might go a little deep. But you know, when The Flash, some of the things that The Flash covered was heroism, grief, hope, things like that. Were there ever any storylines that resonated with you guys personally when it came to some of these elements? And like I said, it's a little bit of a deep question.
I mean, I can't resonate with losing my mother, fortunately, but those scenes really tore me up. And I think that's just such a testament to Grant Gustin and Michelle, who played his mom. I don't know, those phone calls, like when he calls his mom. And even though you read the script, but like watching that scene still to this day, like it's such a masterclass between the two of them and just like that raw emotion. For me, that storyline and just how much Barry loved and missed his mom so much, like that was truly his first love, you know. And I think a lot of people, their relationship with their mother, it's just like you can't imagine losing them. And if you had the choice to go back and save them or bring your mom back, you would. And so that for me always kind of pulled at my heartstrings.
And I mean, that scene too that he has with his dad at the end of that first episode in the jail, it gets me
They're
every
so
time,
good. Great actors.
Anything else from anybody else that maybe is, if not, it's fine, but just anything that would resonate from you or resonate with you on a personal level of anything that was done over the show?
I guess that's a no.
I will say that a lot of the stuff that you guys saw in storylines, a lot of the like deeply personal stuff, I would say that that question would be better posed to the writers, because I know every episode we would do, the writer who wrote that episode would come up, and almost invariably there would be a conversation like, Cecile had lost her grandmother. And I remember having a conversation with the writer who wrote that episode and us really relating over the fact that our grandmothers were sort of the stronger mother figures in our lives than our actual mothers. And for her, that was her pouring like her tribute to her grandmother onto the page. And then, so for me, it was an honor to play that for her. So I think as an actor, you kind of always find something that you relate to with the emotion that you're playing. But for sure, all of the writers, like, they poured their whole personal lives into every episode.
Okay. Yeah, and I realize it's asking a lot, too, because you have to open up a little bit yourselves when I have to ask you a question like that. But I appreciate anybody who did contribute to it as well. I could talk to you guys for the rest of the night, but we have some fans out here who have questions for you. I'm going to try and get through as many as possible. I'll apologize ahead of time if we don't get to all of you. But let's start over here.
Talk fast, guys.
Your name and your question for the cast.
Hi, I'm Thomas. First of all, thank you for coming this year. It's been wonderful. I know a lot of us are sad that Grant couldn't make it, nor could Jesse, but that doesn't detract from my question. My question is, throughout the entire history of the show and you guys being on it, have you guys had a favorite episode or season or scene in particular that just was your favorite to either film or just watch?
I think our first season is our strongest season. It was probably the hardest to film, just in terms of hours and logistics and things like that, but it's my favorite. Yeah. Tom agrees. You just can't hear me. Oh, you don't need to hear me.
Hear you. I'm not gonna know what the
Quicker.
If I don't have you. Hey. My mic's
Okay, answer my
I'm
question.
about to speak.
My favorite season is also season 1, even though I joined in season 6. I love the seasons that I was on as well, but that first season was so strong. But I will add that I got to direct an episode, and so selfishly, that is one of my favorite episodes. So. Thank you.
All right, we can move on to the next question. We'll switch over to this side.
Hi, I'm Logan. This is Brayden. First of all, Candice, we love you. Our question is hotly
Sorry, you love
debated
Candice?
between the two of us. We sure do, yeah.
You love, okay.
Unless Carlos wants to call me.
You love Carlos.
Anyway,
You love Carlos and Candice.
Our question is primarily, hotly debated, okay. Primarily for Danielle, though others feel free to weigh in. Do you believe that Read It and Weep or Stuck in the Suburbs is a better Disney film to
We've been
you,
fighting
and which
about
was
this
a
for,
better
like, 8
experience for you
years.
in film?
Yeah.
Enough is enough. I'm going to watch this movie.
Is this a Sky High question?
These are also Disney questions. Sky High was a movie I did with Brenda Song, which was
And it's
actually so
Slade, it's
fun.
Slade.
This is Sky High?
No, these
Oh.
are other Disney movies
Oh.
that I did.
Okay.
And that was really fun. But Read It and Weep was with my sister, and
And it's
so
the best movie ever.
Wow. All right. I can't choose, but I wish you two luck in choosing.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right, head over to this side here.
Hi, my name is Dylan. This question can be for all of you. During your time on The Flash, what was your most favorite or least favorite villain that you faced? But it cannot be Reverse Flash because that will be a given answer.
Dylan with
Well
2
done,
L's.
Dylan.
Well done.
My favorite villain is the Thinker.
Ooh, yeah, I've got to co-sign that. Same, Thinker's my favorite as well. I just loved the flying chair.
He said I can't say Reverse Flash.
I like that, Dylan. You shut everyone down right off the bat. That's good.
It gives them a chance to think.
I know. It's like that's always my answer.
My
I
least
actually have
favorite,
to-
maybe Savitar. I died way too much. It was. I had enough of what was it, Infantino Street. Never need to visit that street again.
Yeah, you did that like 500 times.
It was enough.
You died
Every
so
time they were
many-
like, "This is it. We're never going back there again."
I told the story at the last con that Grant and I did, but like the jacket that I'm wearing for that entire season where I'm getting killed, when we did the fitting for it, we picked this jacket and I was like, I love this jacket so much. And Kate, the costume designer, I was like, do you think you could get a second one for me so I can have in like my life, like my real life? I love this jacket. I've never worn that jacket. I hate the jacket. I never want to see the jacket ever again. Big mistake.
Thanks for your question.
You're welcome, and I hope to see you later, Team Flash.
Oh.
All right, we'll head over to this side
I
here.
promise.
You're good. You got it.
Thank you. I'm Bryant. This is for Ms. Panabaker. And this is about Sky High. This is about Sky High.
This is the one. This is the one. I knew it was coming.
Do you think being in that film actually helped you in getting into character for The Flash? Especially later on around season, I believe it's season 2, 3, when you started actually having Killer Frost in your life.
You know what was really remarkable to me was the advances in technology between when we did Sky High, you know, this Disney movie, big deal, Kurt Russell, et cetera, and the way, 10 years later, we could do it on an almost weekly basis for a show like The Flash. So I'm, lucky to have been able to play in the superhero world for so long and just very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, over to this side.
Hi, my name's Tennessee. I was just wondering what it was like getting your role, and if you have any big projects that you're able to share that might be coming up that you're excited about.
God, you're just the coolest
You look
person in this
good.
room.
Yeah, did you say your name was Tennessee or Hennessy?
So cool.
My dude.
Tennessee.
Both
Of
are
course
dope.
it is.
I was like,
Yeah.
It's a cool name.
Tennessee is great. Tom,
Tom?
what do you projects coming up? Tom?
I'm still back at how great you look. I'm a new show coming out in the new year, murder mystery thing on Acorn AMC called You're Killing Me. Check it out. Maybe you can come on board and give it some cool factor.
I just directed and starred in my first feature, which also AMC. Hello, family. So yeah, I think it comes out in April.
Name.
Oh, it's called Longtime Listener. Name it.
Anybody else with anything they can?
I have a movie coming out on the CW in 2 weeks called, thank you, Second Guessing Fate. It's like a rom-com. It's fun.
I did a movie, it's called AI Heart You. I think that's coming out early next year, so keep a lookout.
I am unemployed. And will continue to be for the foreseeable future. I'm just being. Oh, I would love to come back to Broadway. I did do a Broadway show, I guess. But that's in the past.
You did do
I
a
can't.
Broadway
What am I going to
Like
plug
7
the
minutes
past?
ago, you just finished Hades
It
Town.
was wonderful on Broadway.
Thank you.
Spectacular.
Thank you.
And I gave birth to a baby, so I've been a mom. So taking some time off to try to give him a steady life for at least a year or two, and then we'll go from there. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great night.
You know, thinking of upcoming projects, Tom and Carla, when are we going to get another season's greetings from the two?
I
of you?
said that to Carlos on the flight over.
It's true.
It's been
you
a
did.
while,
I did.
hasn't it?
You did.
Remember all the videos they would do singing a Christmas song?
Or all those annoying
Yes.
evenings
Yes,
on
I
set.
remember.
Yeah.
We're going to do one this year, right?
Tonight?
Well, we have to now.
Tomorrow?
All right,
Feels
let's
like
head over to this
shameless
side.
pandering applause, but we'll take it. Thank you.
All right, let's head over to this side here.
And if you could change the ending of one episode from any season, what would it be and what would happen?
Good question,
Good question,
Emmett.
Emmett.
Yeah.
Change the ending.
You guys
of
have really
one
stumped
episode
us
from any
today.
season, right?
It's just a great question. You've stymied the whole cast, Emmett.
Oh, I hated that. Oh, hated it.
How about this? Season 1 finale, Flash v Reverse Flash. Flash wins. We'd have had a lot of fun if Reverse Flash had won. And then we shot 8 more seasons. Who knows what the hell would have happened then? It just would have been a very terrible show, but probably a very fun show to watch.
It could have been fun.
Or not. I'm just vamping till someone comes up with something. By the way.
Tom, no one can beat that answer.
Okay.
No
All
way.
right, moving on. That was a great question, Emmett. Nailed it.
I feel like we'd have a lot of fun if Reverse Flash had won would be a great T-shirt idea. Like a great phrase to put on a T-shirt just for fun.
And it rhymes.
Exactly. All right, let's head over to this side here. You can adjust it back up. It's fine. Just.
My name is Ben. You guys throughout the show wore a lot of suits and did a lot of cool set pieces. My question is, did any of them go wrong? And if so, did you have a fun time when it went wrong or not?
Ooh, Carlos, were we together when they made something that was supposed to be like an air balloon?
Oh, the blimp thing?
In the blimp.
Yeah, we're in
And
the blimp.
And they really put it on like
Yeah.
hydraulics, and it was just
Yeah.
this all day long.
Yeah.
Filming. Oh
Phil
my
did
God.
direct that episode. You're right. Yeah, it was brutal. It
Yeah.
was. There's no escape. You just get on there and you have to like do your blocking and you shoot the camera rehearsal and all that stuff. You can't step out of the blimp. It's awful. I don't recommend it.
That made me think of the grates in, what room was that called?
The breach room.
Oh. There was grates on the floor, which was like not safe.
And
they
loud.
wouldn't change it for a long time. And we were like
very-
always in heels, so the girls were like tripping in the grates.
What, did you leave a shoe in the grates?
Yeah,
at
my
one
shoe got
point?
stuck in the grate during a take, and just like my eye came out of, like it was very, very dangerous.
Yeah, those were dumb.
Yeah.
They were dumb.
Yeah. And we kept telling them, like, it's really unsafe. Someone's gonna die.
And every time you stepped on them, it would make a noise. You remember this.
I do now.
So you couldn't move while you were speaking, because then you'd have to ADR the line.
Yeah.
Right, those were dumb.
There were a lot of things. And no, it was not fun.
Thank you.
Maybe Grates are the actual worst villain of a show that you've had before.
Yeah.
It's a good, solid villain name.
Yeah.
God, great. Greats.
All right, we'll switch over to this side here.
Hi, thank you guys so much for coming out here.
Love your
my
shirt.
Yeah, Cisco shirt.
That's right.
My question is for Tom. I was just wondering which Wells character was your favorite character to play?
Thank you for that question. There's a number of people we've come up to the table and talked about it. The Reverse Flash is my guy. I signed on to do that, and then you can't just do that every episode, or you just bore the heck out of everybody. You'll never catch me, Flash. Only works a few times. And so then we created a bunch of other things, which, the real thing about that is which one was the most annoying for my fellow cast members. And,
Sherlock.
And there's so many of them that are so annoying. But I do want to give a specific Sherlock.
It was Sherlock.
Look.
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 Sherlock.
Look.
Sherlock.
Look.
Sherlock.
Look.
Sherlock.
So we can do that. I can do that all the day, by the way, much to the annoyance of everybody, and they know it to be true. It's awful. But a special shout out to Candice Patton, because very early on, the annoying Wells person figured out that he, no matter which iteration of Wells was, loved Iris. And so HR would walk in, and he'd see her in a dress, he'd be like, woo! Woo! And the poor, we'd have scenes where the dialogue, it wasn't in the dialogue, but it's just gonna happen. You and me, it's just gonna happen. And she just had to put up with that for years, which should be worthy of some kind of award. The Flash Tolerance Award.
And Barry or Grant would interject too, no, that's my wife, stop.
So great.
See the ring on her finger.
It's just her and I, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy. Right in front of him.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, over this side here.
Clark.
What's up? Hey, how are you guys doing today? Thank you again so much for coming. It's truly an honor to be in front of you guys. Some of the best.
It's weird to see Superman crouch down for a mic, but
Right,
okay.
yeah. I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Anyway, thank you guys. It's some of the best captivating seasons of television of all time, especially those first magical few seasons, some of my favorites. Were there any special moments that were twists or suspenseful times that you didn't really anticipate the direction to go for the episode, or did you always know what was happening as they were writing it? There's so many twists and turns. You guys played multiple versions of yourselves, and so many deaths and moments. Any come to mind?
TV's a machine. You kind of have to know what's gonna happen. Control, I feel is my. What were you gonna say?
Well, no. Call me the control freak. It's true.
Well, no, I was gonna say control is my best friend. I'm I need to know what's gonna happen. I need to know how it's gonna happen. And especially you put in a couple seasons of this thing, you know what it looks like. You know the DNA of it. You know how these things are gonna be, are gonna play out. So for me, it was I can't afford to not know, But that's my personal preference, and I
couldn't always have known, could you?
Already.
Could you?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually,
Good.
Yeah, I think I always did. I mean, besides, you mean beyond just of course we've read the script for the episode.
Right.
But,
Generally
speaking, and you guys can correct me if your experience is different, but generally speaking, early on or before the new season would start, you sort of have a conversation with the head writers, and they sort of break down this is what's going to happen to your character this season, and you can sort of talk about it and discuss whatever the arc is going to be. And it's to the notion that television is a machine. It's the rare occasion that whatever is going to happen in the show that season wasn't already pre-approved by the network. So once it gets up and running, there's very little adjusting that gets made to the general stories.
But sometimes things change. I don't feel like I knew everything all the time. I wanted to, but I don't feel like I did. And then if an actor's not available and they have to adapt for that, or when they pitched me playing both characters, it was supposed to be for 8 episodes or less.
Oh, that's true.
It was not supposed to be for as long as it was.
Yes, I remember you having a feeling about that because your days got very long, very fast.
Wasn't there something that you were Helbing said that we were going to do Crisis for a full year, and then we did it for 2 episodes.
Flashpoint was
yeah.
Was originally conceived.
I wish it would have been. I would have worked at Ramon Industries.
It was a fun place to work.
The crossovers were epic. I'm gonna give the panel to the next person, but thank you again.
Thank you.
What do you think about Providence doubling as a future Star City if you ever did a continuation at some point?
Yeah. At least the food's good.
Yeah.
All right, we've got about 4 or 5 minutes left, so we might only get time for 1 or 2 more questions, but we'll try and push through.
So my name's Patrick. I've met all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I've been wanting to meet you guys for a while. I'm a little bit bummed Grant couldn't make it, but you know, that's what happens. You got a job, and
Not missing much, Patrick.
yeah, that's true. So my question is kind of like in the multiverse, with all the movies and stuff, dipping into that. If they did like a multiverse, like kind of like they have, you know, with like Endgame and all like the Spider-Man universe and all that kind of stuff. If they did something like that in the movie side for you guys, like what do you think that would be? Like what would be your roles in that particular movie as your characters?
I would be the Reverse Flash.
There you go.
You waited.
She took your line.
Nailed it.
No, I was gonna clarify. So like if we did, like if it was,
Yeah,
if it was
so-
Flash, but
So we go in the Flash universe, right? But it's in, you know, it's in the movie like universe. Like they cross over. There's like a crossover, right? What would the storyline kind of be like? What would your characters be doing in that particular?
Do you mean if they crossed over with the current, like the new DC universe
Yes.
that's happening now?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Did I stump you guys?
I am stumped. I'm gonna go with I would be Killer Frost so that I could kidnap myself again and again,
but never kill
just to show her what it feels like.
Well, maybe I can simplify the question a little bit more, if you don't mind. Is that if they offered you an opportunity to maybe be a multiversal version of any character, what character would you play if they offered you a role in the new DC universe?
Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash.
She
Yeah.
nailed it.
Of course.
She nailed it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll get like two more in, so we'll go over here.
Shout out to Tennessee for fixing my mic.
Thanks, Tennessee.
But I just want to say, like, I love all of you guys so much, and I met a few of you, but I want to know which Wells was your favorite to play with, and which Wells was your favorite to actually be. Tom?
I appreciate that question. I love the stunts and the reverse flash of it all. And the other Wells were like, if you're fortunate enough to be on a long-running show like we are, you know, to have an opportunity to play more than one character is a boon. And so this sounds politically correct, but honestly, whichever Wells I was playing that day, I was grateful to be playing that one.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Can we get a few more in?
Yeah, we'll try. We got about 2 minutes, so let's see.
Hi, I'm Jonah. Thank you all for giving us some of your time. My question is, if you could change something about your character's story arc, what would it be?
Well, you know, like they took away. Cisco didn't want his powers anymore. I don't understand why they did that.
I didn't get that either.
It didn't ever make any sense to me. But you know,
Okay,
what-
there's one.
you know, that's above my pay grade. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I would change.
One more?
All right, well, it's going to be the final question. Unfortunately, I apologize. to
No
everybody.
pressure.
All right. Hi, I'm Jack. Oh, here. Got my Flash socks on for you.
Hey.
And congrats on being a mom. And I watched the whole season of Flash with my mom.
Aww.
Yeah. And here's my huge question. Any tips for any actors, future actors who have special needs? Like I have autism, and I'm proud to have autism. And any future stuff for people like me? Thank you.
Did you hear the question?
So, any advice for
anyone who wants to be an actor or actress?
anybody with special needs who would want to
Yeah.
be an actor?
Yeah.
Special needs who wants to be an actor?
Do it.
Yes.
Do it. Commit to it.
Yep.
Like
I think we honestly all believe that, right? Like, right? It's just like you just go and doors open where you didn't know they were going to be. You meet people that you befriend, and they seem to be someone that you can count on. The doors open, you walk through those doors. You just keep walking.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, we don't have time for any more questions. Candice, is it just today that you're here? You're not here tomorrow?
I am not here tomorrow.
Okay, but the rest of you, I believe, are here tomorrow, correct? So I encourage you guys, if you do have questions, go visit them at their tables tomorrow. Pay them a visit either way. Ladies and
We'll
gentlemen,
be
how
here
about
tomorrow, but Los and we're actually all leaving semi-early because we have to fly back and pray our planes take off. So
Yeah, we
come
leave
in the
at
morning.
make sure you go and see them early. How about one more huge round of
Thank you,
applause for my
guys.
guests?